All right, we have our next school coming up, which is Wellington College International Bangkok. Wellington College Bangkok follows the British curriculum to provide an exceptional pioneering education, empowering and preparing each child to navigate an unpredictable and ever-evolving world with confidence, passion, intellectual rigor, and emotional intelligence. As part of the prestigious Wellington family, founded in 1859, students are inspired to explore their interests both inside and outside the classroom. Students are encouraged to be intellectual, independent, inclusive, inspired, and individual. Every child is different, and every child will realize their potential. They will follow their own pathway throughout their school life, a pathway to leading universities across the world and to becoming a responsible global citizen across the world and becoming a pathway to leading universities across the world and to becoming a responsible global citizen who will help shape a better world. Sorry about that. And my guest for this particular aspect is Miss Jane Forster. Very nice to meet you, Miss Jane. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you, Stephen. Nice to see you.
I apologize for missing the last sentence there in the opening statement there for Wellington College.
It's okay. I don't think I need to speak because you said it really well yourself. There's nothing left for me to say. You've encapsulated it.
Well, but that's actually my first question, though. I want to offer you the opportunity that we've heard from the other schools is earlier this morning. We have the marketing blurb now. We know what is all encapsulated there. But for you, as the director of admissions and marketing, as someone inside the school, as someone who interacts with the students and the teachers and the parents every day, what's it mean to be at Wellington?
It's a great question. And actually, I was just talking to a family this morning about, I've been in the international schools world as a parent and working for, nearly 15 years now. And what really makes Wellington different to me is whenever I walk around the school, either on my own or with a new family, how amazingly happy all the children are. They smile, they're engaged. The parents who I was talking to this morning said that this was the first school they'd been to where kids ran up to them and said hello and welcomed them. And I think that's exactly what we want and what we have in this community is that people are so welcoming, that everyone is happy. They can't wait to get through the doors. They're running into the doors in the morning. They're in the playground. Many for a long time after the school finishes at the end of the day. So yeah, I think it's just about a school where people feel happy to be here. They're happy because they're doing something that they really love all day long.
Fantastic. That's wonderful. Talk to me about the size of the campus and the student body.
Okay, campus is in Krungthep Kritha, so we have the luxury of space. We are 70 rai or 28 acres, and we are located next to the Unico golf course. So actually, it looks like there's green as far as the eye can see, which is pretty good in Bangkok. The campus was set up for a 2018 opening. We have a big junior school building which has children in from the age of 2 through to 11. Then we have a brand new senior school building which opened in the autumn of 2021. And that currently has students from year 7 through to year 10. We're growing organically from the bottom up. So next year we'll have a year 11, and then the following year we will open a sixth form. We also have our extremely big sports hall, 2 swimming pools, one of them's Olympic size, and then we have our big theatre, which when I first came here, I used to be able to say we get the whole school in here, but we've grown so much that we now have to split them up into different areas of the school. So it's a really impressive, lovely campus. And I can safely say that in our current prospectus, the master says, don't read the prospectus, just come and see us. And I think that would really sum up when people walk through the door and they think, oh my goodness, this is in Bangkok. It's really a lovely, welcoming place, and we have the real luxury of space.
Fantastic. You've seen, or maybe you've heard, that there have been quite a few questions about the diversity of the student body, the different nationalities and whatnot. Can you talk to me about that?
Yeah, of course. We're slightly different here because of our location. So we are surrounded by a very big and growing residential area. So we have lots of lovely mubans around here. So in many ways, we have the luxury of being an international school and almost a local school as well. Many of our students live within a 5-kilometre radius of school. There's a real community feel. The split of the students, definitely, I would say we're around 75% Thai, 25% international. But for us, I consider that to be something to be really proud of. All of our parents have chosen us because we are an international school, because it's cosmopolitan, because it's global. We have scenarios where they may, of course, be different passport holders, but they will have English as a native language, or English as a first language, families who have beautiful and diverse backgrounds and English as their spoken language. So their choice to come to a British school, to an international school, I think is the right one to come somewhere like Wellington, because it isn't about just having every student looking completely different at the front of the classroom. It's about an attitude. It's about an ambition. Of course, I had somebody in the last school saying that all the teachers are native English speakers, come from the UK, and that is very true of Wellington as well. The vast majority of our teachers come from the UK and are experienced at teaching the English national curriculum and the early years curriculum, both in the UK and around the world. So I think it's a combination of many factors that make us international, and I really try not to be hung up on where people's passports come from. I think it's very much the attitude of the modern international school.
So take me down to the class size level. What's kind of student teacher ratio? What kind of class sizes do you have on campus?
Okay, we have, it varies depending on the year group. Again, I think this might be similar in other schools. In our pre-nursery classes, we have 4 pre-nursery classes with 15 students in each, and slightly higher as you go through early years. In reception, we currently have 18 or 19 students. And then years 1 to 6, we have 23 students, and in senior school, it's around 25.
Okay, fantastic.
And we also, as well as the teacher is obviously supported by ALTs or learning assistants who make sure that there are always a very good proportion of adults to children in the room at any one time, so we can attend to different needs and different stages of each of the children.
I was just going to say, can you dive a little deeper about learning support and how that follows through from early years all the way through maybe into the older years as well?
Yeah, our learning support are just truly invaluable. We have class ALTs, so our learning assistants, and we have 3 of those who support the teacher in pre-nursery. So we very much follow the British standard for this. And then all the way up to the specialist ALTs that we have in senior school. So for example, our head of art has a learning assistant who supports her in everything that she does within the classroom. So he is helping with displays, he's helping with mounting the artwork, supporting teaching part of the additional activities. So they're a hugely important part of the staff of Wellington, and without them, the teachers couldn't be amazing teachers, and the children wouldn't have the experience that they have.
Fantastic. You said that you have grown a lot recently and that you're part of this residential area. Talk to me about what the next, the near term, the next 1, 2, 3 years look like in terms of the development of the school, development of curriculum, new programs, maybe new activities, anything like that?
Okay, well, the biggest thing for us in terms of growth is that next year will be our first year of taking IGCSE exams. So I think that really is the big focus for us. We have a year 10 who are the oldest year group right now. They will go into year 11, and with that they'll be taking their Cambridge and EdExcel IGCSEs. So we will then become a full 2 to 16 through school. And after that, in 2024, we'll open our first year 12. With that, we are developing the buildings and the campus. We still have ground that we are developing. Our senior school has been built I encourage everyone to come and see the senior school because it's beautiful. And we've built it so at the moment we're using 3 floors. but it's built so we can open. And in August, we'll be opening a 4th floor, which is actually on the 3rd floor. And then we have 2 more stories which we can open as the school numbers grow. Because we are now essentially full in our early years and places are very limited even in 2024 now, so we encourage everyone to apply early for 2024 and 2025 in those early years. All of those bigger year groups are coming through and going into the senior schools, so we will grow the campus and grow the facilities, grow the learning environments to respond to those needs.
You were well to note that you have an Olympic-sized swimming pool. Can you talk to me about some of the ECAs, the sports activities, the intramurals that happen between the other schools in Bangkok, those types of things? Not only the breadth, but maybe sort of the opportunities and challenges that students can have.
Yeah, absolutely. We love our Olympic-sized swimming pool, and we have the most amazing director of swimming. And so if you're a swimmer, then there are many opportunities to be part of our elite competitive squad, our development squad, and just to swim for fun. That's really, really important. So swimming is one of our big after school activities. It's football season this term, so we have boys and girls teams from the under 9s, under 11s, under 13s, under 15s. So football's huge. Basketball got super competitive in term 1. Our students compete with other local schools and all of our sports teachers. We have a new director of sports this year, Helen Matthews, who is just fantastic and is really developing other challenges, wanting to develop a netball team and really looking for opportunities with other schools. So we say to every new family that there are huge amounts of opportunities. One evening you might be in the under 15 girls, playing football, and at the weekend you might be at the Martins Cup or at Bangkok Prep doing the Bulldog Cup. Lots and lots of opportunities if you're sporting. And our table tennis teams, for example, are being coached by a national team coach at the moment on a Saturday. We have archery, we have dance, we have gymnastics, lots and lots of golf. Our director of golf would not be happy if I didn't mention him. So Coach Michael has a brilliant team of really great golfers. They're just amazing. And we have 6-7-year-olds who put quite a lot of adults to shame. So we always say to every new family, every new student, whatever your passion, we have something for you. And if we don't have it, help us create it. We've got a new communications team in the senior school, and they now have their own newspaper. They've created a student newspaper in junior school as well. We didn't have netball, so the girls said we need a netball team, and they made it happen. We had a student come in recently. We weren't doing MUN, we're now doing MUN. It will grow as we grow. And if we don't do it now, we'll find a way to do it.
Fantastic. On that note, it is once again amazing how quick 10 minutes goes by, but I can't thank you enough for taking time out of your morning. Well, I guess it's your afternoon at this stage to speak with us, but thank you for talking to us about Wellington, and we're going to show your video now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Stephen.
'Cause I'm in the stars tonight, so watch me bring the fire, set the night alight. Shoes on, get up in the morning, cup of milk, let's rock and roll. King Kong, kick the drum and about the down. Sing song while I'm walking home, jump up to the top and run. Ding dong, call me on my phone, and I got a ping pong. This is getting heavy, can you hear the bass boom? I'm ready. Life's sweet as honey, yeah, this beat shaking like honey. Disco overload, I'm into that, I'm good to go. I'm diamond, I glow up. Let's go. 'Cause I'm in the stars tonight, so watch me bring the fire, set the night alight. Shining through the city with a little fucking soul. So I'ma light it up like dynamite. Bring a friend, join the crowd, whoever wanna come along. Word up, talk the talk, let's move like we're on the phone. Day and night, skies alight, dance to the reggae dawn. heavy. Can you hear the bass boom? I'm ready. Woohoo! Life is sweet as honey. Yeah, this beat cha-ching like honey. Disco overload, I'm into that. I'm good to go.